run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Andre Yosivach was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Here we go.
They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. That is something else. A big pickup on fourth and long to give him a new set of downs. First down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
60-yard attempt.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a rough with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Commander's first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. Still going. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
I can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it, and they come away with the touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Steady Lions. Steady Lions.
Drive will start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
Daniels now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Go, Rick. Ready.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. This one down the field, but to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Burrow.
throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
60 by 6.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Rolling to the left. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Well, he didn't connect for the touchdown. What I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll throw with Daniel. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This taken around the 11. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's the set.
Burrow now to throw on first down. This one run by Chase. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Daniels escaping to his left. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
21 yards. First down, Commanders.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll air it out down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey.
Throwing now. Daniel. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Burrow. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on 1st down. And he pulled it left. No good. And this stays a 2-score game.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Geno Stone with the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Now pass deep from McLaurin. Oh, he thought he had a man across the field, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd and 11.
Let's get set. Can. Stop. 11, MT, take. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a big 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike. Not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow to throw. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. McPherson's good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Barrett harder that time. There to make the play. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Daniel. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
At the Commanders' 32-yard
Here we go.
line.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws,
Here we go, here we go.
you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly.
To the goal line and in. continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
For the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick two? 2 points going the other way. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. On the run to the right. Now pass deep for McLaurin. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Taylor-Britt.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that'll set up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. And as expected, this one's not going to get it. It's no good. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180. 12, 12, 12.
Tight end motioning left. A first down throw for Burrow. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. On first and 10, Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
To the outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On the jump. Let's go.
Now Daniel throwing on first and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
On the check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he will score. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
27. kickoff for
So,
Washington.
after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a bit.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And more of the same. Another interception. That's the safety, Percy Butler. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
33-yard line.
On 1st down, Daniel. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Dang, that was big-time ball.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. A gain of 24 through the air. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10.
Gun, gun.
13-yard
Shot.
line.
180. 180. Shot.
Burrow now. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. Maybe a little early for this here in the 3rd quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington. To throw is Daniels. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. Well, for those of you who have ever wondered what poor decision-making and poor execution lead to? I think we just got our answer. I mean, that was an absolutely disastrous play. And now for the rest of this drive, I'm just not sure how they find themselves getting out of that hole.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the playmaker. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Lamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. He'll swing that out wide. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Cougar 19. 60 devices. Ready.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Come on.
Here's Daniel. Forced to his right. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the third has come to an end. Big play coming up. This is third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels again working deep downfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It covers 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Daniels now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs. But the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And they'll bring up third down.
Here we go. Set.
Daniels gonna throw again. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And that is a dunk. It's incomplete. What in the name of Gary Premier is that? They let the kicker try to throw it. It doesn't work out. It's a turnover on down. He's going to let it go. Deep for Chase. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. But it ball's incomplete.
Percy Butler on the coverage.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow here on second down. There's a big tight end pass. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 32 yards.
First and goal, Washington.
70 Lions.
A run on first and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there defensively adjusting on the fly. They loaded up with a lot of big bodies to stop the run. And then it was the big tight end that tried to leak out towards the back of the boundary. So they were able to get there just in time and force the incomplete.
Go back to the end zone. He's got it. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Now Brown. Past midfield to the 45. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but we expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
15-yard pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And what a response that is right there. I mean, you just gave up the lead on the field goal. But now you come around and you give your offense a huge boost. You gift them a short field. I mean, that's a return that will not go unnoticed in the building.
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down.
Red. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hey.
Now Daniels. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Commander's first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
Mikey,
line.
hey, Steve!
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Now on second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his left. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. This is first and 10.
Here we go.
The tight end fan in motion. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal.
Gun.
It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Here's first down.
Here we go, Scott. 60 Eagles, 60.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This a potential game winner. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And now what can the other guys do in the final minute to avoid overtime?
Here we go.
Brown. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
Here we go. Stop. Right, 80. Stop.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and
Here we go.
he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing back goals.
Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Washington.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
30-yard line.
Let's get set. Our
carry here for Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack,
Here we go.
there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Nice hot.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Gun. Shot.
First and
180.
10 at the 44-yard
What
line.
is hot? Shot.
Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of
A huge play there in overtime. 35 yards.
first and goal.
So the
at
big play
9-yard line.
changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just
There we go.
inside the 10-yard line. He'll swing this one out to Brown.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time the defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down,
Here we go.
and now you just need to rally tackle and bring it down for a loss. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here we go. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. That one, taken in. Andre Yosifov. Touchdown, Bengals. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. Now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Washington. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6th right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you...
That is hot. The risk pays off. They come back to win it by 1 here in overtime. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime.
window, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus off for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now, after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles break the tie here in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Down.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Man, talk about adding some insult to injury there, Brock. Not only did they jump, but they still ended up giving up the lengthy run, Brock, and that one's declined. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Here we go.
We send a man in motion.
50, green. Hut, hut.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers that today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Jacobs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Well made defensively by a familiar face of these Packers. Their former star, Jair Alexander. 5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on third down. Love from the gun. Got his man. It's Golden. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
It's another Packers first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
Second and 6.
Here we go. Punch.
They stick with Jacobs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Tackle made
Nice
at the
drive here. It's up to 8
16-yard
plays as they get set for
line.
third and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
A throw, third and long. Has his man. It stops. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers trim the lead to 1. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is second and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why Scott is talking about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Shot now taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Formation for the Eagles.
Oh, we knew it could happen here. It's a fake. And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays. I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Fourth down, here's Lowe. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Let's come in here. Hurts. It's a screen to Buckley. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate. team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a microwave.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
60.
They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Elliott connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the set.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Down. Cut.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Love out of the shotgun. This one falls incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be out.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Ready?
They're going to go. It's Love. He finds him beyond the marker. A lot of mess on the move here. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson will blow it to fame. Looks like they're going to throw. Catches it out left. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2.
The distance normally dissuades anyone from trying to fake. He laughed in the face of danger, though, with that call. Unfortunately, his guys delivered.
Tank Bigsby here with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They go to Barkley again. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that around the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, we call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On the run, deep down the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before half.
And here we go. It's another fake. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble, as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
On the double.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Love. Caught 9-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. It's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Pass caught. And he's into the end zone. And that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them. And it adds an extra 2 to their lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop.
I think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. It's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on comes, and we've seen this before, it's a fake! And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble, as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs. Love with it on 1st down. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. And he's got a touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers piling it on going into halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers push the lead to 20. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Okay, right?
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Love now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. Sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw, Hurts. Setting up the running back screen. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And that's good for a gain of 5. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Back. 19.
From the red zone now. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will have the football shy of the 20-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And out to Jacobs to start the drive. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ready, break.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
Ready.
Play fake, gets low. Behind the line, he lost that football. And the Eagles have it!
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Has him on the quick hitter. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And he can't leave it in. Incomplete.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
And the Packers are able to recover the kick. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set. Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far.
Here we go.
They are going for this. It's Love. Caught. Nice game left side. And he will get this inside the 30.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
Uh-oh, Love fumbled it. But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnover. They keep possession.
Well, I think, you know, the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Gets him 5 on the carry, but still a mile away on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. As the open man downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go.
Love now for 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to the air. Love. They did it. He made the interception. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on the fishing pole. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay,
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Receiver in motion, headed right.
Ready?
Love back to it after the pick. And downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's
First
go.
and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Red, 38. Hut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Hut.
Here's Jacobs again on second down. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, and sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on fourth and short.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Get ready.
It's a give to Wilson. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
This winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You've got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Eagles want to end it in regulation if they can.
At the 26-yard line.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Great. Set. On anyone else?
He'll look to throw it. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
This is a kick. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first
Great.
down.
Set.
A gain of 29 yards.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff.
Philadelphia.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. Offense to the line, second down.
Set.
Setting up to pass. It's a screen to Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
kick. This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They send the tight end in motion.
45. Wide. Hut.
Back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of him.
Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either.
Ready?
Here he is to throw. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. From the left hash, this is from 47. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Gibson now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now we give left side to Bigsby. He manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green
Now, hopefully
Bay.
this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Gibson now to return.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He did well to shake off one tackle part here, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. All right, going to need the full 10 here on this opening drive of overtime if they don't want to stall out. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Big moment here in OT. The offense staying out on 4th.
Great, set. Anyway,
Hurts throwing again. Forced out to his right. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. So a historic venue in football.